Okay, Shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Kohaloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Hakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. And just want to say throughout to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yahchanan the Waf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Saw this article, and this is here in Michigan. There's been a lot of crazy ass laws. You know, these damn Democrats. I mean, it is what it is, though. But I've seen this article, and you know, let me just read the title real quick. It says, Michigan Congresswoman proposes $1,400 to Gen Z and Millennials in effort to fight youth poverty, right? So now, as you can see, here's the picture. All you're seeing is what appears to be so-called black women. Now, mind you, this woman that's doing this Congresswoman, is she's like I'm trying to think if she's Palestinian. She's one of those Arabs, you know, I'll put it that way. But when I seen this, and you know, I'm kind of reading through it, these Democrats really have people dependent upon the government in a way that the Republicans really don't lean towards. They not with that shit. They not with just, you know, handing out money like that. And just pretty much you're feeding laziness, so to speak. Because these people are not going to get out and do anything, you know, if you're just feeding them money, you know. $1,400 a month. Now, when I thought about that and I seen that, so let me get a quick scripture real quick. It's that it's like a drug, you know what I'm saying? It's like a person, you know, they kind of reeling you in, you know what I'm saying? And once you get hooked, you're hooked and you can't get off of that shit. So let's get 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant of how Esau gets down. You already see how Joe Biden getting down. You know, you know, he's real snake-like. All these Democrats, though, really. You know, I can't understand really how so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans really go out and vote democratically. You know, it's never been, even before I came into this truth, it was just kind of like the shit was stupid. These people are not doing nothing for you, but pretty much just pushing wickedness on you and laziness and dependency. But that's the main key word, though, dependency. They make you dependent upon them so they can pull any type of bullshit that they want with you, and you're going to go for it because you're so dependent upon them. So just think, if they're giving these people, and you see, like I said, it's the women. It's the women, Salakia. Just think, if they're giving these women this age range $1,400 a month, they might tack on a few more extra dollars, you know, this, that, and the third, and reel you on in. But if they come and say, well, you're going to have to take this MOTB, this market of beauty and the beast, to continue on receiving those funds, you know, what do you think these women are going to do? We've completely seen them sell out the so-called black man for Section 8 and food stamps and shit. They're dependent upon the government. That's why it's going to be, see, they're going to hit the women first, and they're going to use the children to hit those women in a sense. Because, and they're just going to come at them like, you know, hey, you want to keep these benefits? And it's going to seem, they're going to make it seem like it's a sweet deal until they actually take that shit. You know? That's just me, you know, speaking as a man, but, you know, spiritually, we can see through things like this, man. Okay? So, let me read into a little bit of it. It says, a representative of Michigan has implemented a proposal targeting emancipated minors, individuals under the age of 30, providing them with cash assistance for 3 years to address homelessness and facilitate access to housing, with a special emphasis on supporting youth in their educational pursuits. Okay, so what about your veterans? What about these older people that's out here? You know what I'm saying? That, you know, that's more vulnerable. These women they should be getting married, getting some damn husbands or something. Anyway, I mean, you know, I get it, but I mean, damn. Come on, bro. It says on Monday, Newsweek reported that Representative Rashida Tlaib, and let me just go to her. This is the lady right here. They should have a picture of her. No, this is she's a weirdo too. Ocasio-Cortez. I don't even know why they got her picture. Because that's not her. I can pull a picture of her, but she's here in Michigan here. And, you know, she's one of those ones, you know, she's one of the four, you know, of those, you know, so-called women that, you know, the Republicans hate to damn death. But she's a part of that Arab community here. Okay, but it says, I'll just go into it some more. It says, she proposed the bill, which is co-sponsored by Representatives Cori Bush of Missouri. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen him before, too. Sylvia Garcia of Texas, Eleanor Holmes Norton of District of Columbia, Barbara Lee of California, and Jan Schakowsky of Illinois. So as you can see, it's only one man within this whole thing. All these are women that's trying to push this bill. You see? Okay, it says the proposal aims to provide $1,400 in cash assistance or cover rent based on market value, with the primary objective of aiding emancipated minors and individuals under 30, including those identified as Gen Zs and Millennials. Additionally, this assistance will serve to examine the effects of such support on homelessness eradication efforts. We can't keep repeating the same policy approaches that haven't ended. Oh, Slovakia. Damn, phone got 4%. I got it on the charger here. I'm trying to make it quick though. It says, we keep repeating the same policy approaches that haven't ended the youth homelessness crisis. The youth homelessness crisis really comes with sparing out the rod, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures talks about sparing out the rod, so to speak. You can't even discipline children. You can't even Esau done made it to the point where it's just pampering. They don't learn any hard lessons. They don't know what it's like to work hard about nothing. It's really just a generation of just handouts overall. And, you know, the scriptures talked about how is supposed to train up a child in the way they should go. And they have trained these people to basically grow up and to be in society and just be fucking basically useless eaters. Because who you think is going to pay for this? It's going to be the taxpayers that actually go their asses to work. I mean, like, come on, let's just be real here, man. See, when Trump was in office, Trump was pushing them stipulations. Okay, you want this money? You're going to have to do this, and this, and we're going to cut some of that shit. You're going to have to go out and really, you know, we're going to have to know that you're really looking for a job, and you're going to have to have one by a certain time, and we cutting your ass anyway. But see, these damn Democrats, they come in and it's just handouts, and they make it, make you dependent upon them. And people get used to that shit. You think the average woman is gonna they got this video, I was just seeing it the other day, with this so-called black woman going on a Section 8 rant. Food all in her mouth, she's spitting all in the camera, just looking disgusting and nasty as hell. She's ranting about how she's so proud of having Section 8, this, and this. She gonna be one of the ones that's gonna take that goddamn chip and whatever else they offering her to keep that Section 8. She was talking about Section 9. You know, so this is what it's all boiling down to. It's not going to be a problem for them once they got you hooked. You're going to have some that's going to have sense enough to say, nah, you know what? That ain't right. That's that MOTB. It's going to be a small portion of those people. But if they don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, eventually they going to fold anyway and take that shit down the road anyway. You know what I'm saying? But this is what it's pretty much coming down to. They're getting the people dependent, and especially the new millennials or the new generation, because this older generation, they already know, man. It's a wrap with them pretty much. They want them they pretty much, they gave you the COV-19, they gave everybody the jump shot, and a lot of those old ass people got deleted anyway, and they're still trying to delete a lot of them. You know, so they're not thinking about the older generation. They're thinking about this new generation to come. And 30 years old is just about right. 30 years old and under, just about right to have the perfect mindset, strength, or strong, healthy slave, so to speak, Okay, so it says, let me see what else they got. Now, they have a whole hookup right here on NBC. It's like 11 minutes. I don't want to go into it. I think it's called The Unluckiest Generation. Let's see, though. We might be able to get a little bit of it. It's a lot. I'm sure they're going to play some commercials.
At the time, we thought the Great Recession was a once-in-a-generation, hell, maybe once-in-a-century economic disaster.
As anxious and unsettled as maybe I've ever felt. How am I going to make enough to really feel comfortable, or, just to make ends meet at that point?
I just felt really betrayed by the system.
For those of us that graduated into the worst economy since the Great Depression, many of us haven't gotten over it.
I had this idea and this dream and this vision of where my life was going to go, and then I had to put it on hold because there weren't jobs.
Okay, so Salakia, I mean, you get the gist of that. Sure, you could probably put this in. It's on YouTube anyway. It's on NBC News. I'm sure you could just put in Millennials, the unluckiest generation. But see, what the scriptures talks about is, see, we're in captivity. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are in captivity. You shouldn't be. I mean, if you can do better, no doubt. Go. Do what you can. To keep food on the table and, a roof over your head and stuff like that. And if, whatever, if you can do better, whatever, just do better if you can, but to be just striving for it in captivity, it's not even worth it, man. Because we're to be content with just what we have, just what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is blessing us with, or blessed us with, right? This is it right here, I think. 1 Timothy 6. Let's see if this is it. Being content. Let me go up one. Let me start at verse 6. 1 Timothy 6 and 6, it says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content." See? "But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition." See? Perdition. "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience. Fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses." But the thing of it is that we're to be content. That's why when you pray the Lord's Prayer, it speaks on the daily bread. You know what I'm saying? The main things that we need on a day-to-day basis is within the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, so on and so forth. But our daily bread, having a roof over your head, you got clothing on your back, you know what I'm saying? You might not have a dime tomorrow, but you was able to pay for whatever you needed today, and you good to go. You're supposed to be content with that. And this is a generation, damn, I hope this phone don't die on me. This is a generation, matter of fact, let me start the ride up real quick. Maybe that'll, not sure if this charger is messing up on me or not, but I think it's just the phone. Salakia, y'all. But a word to be content is possible, man, as we possibly can in this captivity. This is not our rest, and we're just waiting on our Lord. Because when the Lord comes, our reward is going to be so much better, so much greater. See, this is Esau, Edom's kingdom. And a lot of them are doing bad in their own kingdom. We call them two-time losers. How are you a so-called white man or a so-called white woman in America and you homeless? How? When y'all own all the wealth. How is that possible? When y'all stole everything, you got everything. Everything is on you. You got it all. How is that possible? You shouldn't ever see a homeless so-called white veteran in America, but you see that shit. And that lets you know how quick and fast this place is falling, right? Okay, but it says, according to Newsweek, a spokesperson for Talib's office, the proposed program is designed to have a nationwide reach, although the timing for its legislation reaching the floor remains uncertain. Talib referenced a study from the University of Chicago revealing that approximately 10% of adults aged 18 to 25 and slightly over 3% of teenagers aged 13 to 17 have experienced homelessness. Well, why? Why? Because there's no discipline in these households. A lot of these motherfuckers be out and just leaving the house on their own because they don't want to listen to their parents. And the so-called white man has made it so. He has made it to the point where you don't have to listen to your parents. You can't whoop their asses or you going to jail. There's no discipline in the homes. There's no structure. You see? And then this place is just wicked as hell. It's just wicked as hell, man. You know? They got access to every type of thing. I always say, this is the only place really on earth where you can legally self-destruct. They got everything in their grasp to self-destruct. Literally. And the so-called white man, he produces it. He gives it to them on a plate. He shoots them commercials through. They see it through the music. They see it through the movies. They see all this bullshit. And then when they get out here on these streets and shit get real, then it's, and all of a sudden all the other taxpayers got to come out of their pocket to help these clowns. Overall, that's pretty much about what it is. Okay, it says, while acknowledging some evidence suggesting that cash assistance can mitigate homelessness, Tlaib emphasized the necessity for further research on the matter. Tlaib highlighted that the bill, officially titled the Youth Homelessness Guaranteed Income Pilot Program Act, was developed in collaboration with the individual it aims to support. Of course, yeah. Hey, look, this is a place where you can legally go and shoot up drugs. Esau done set it up where you can legally go through and if you overdose, matter of fact, they monitor you doing the drugs. You can literally go somewhere and post up in a tax-funded building where they'll have certified doctors or nurses or whatever their position is to stand there and give you just the right type of dose that you need to get you high as hell. And if you pass out, we got Narcan for you. This is the country that this is Esau Edom's kingdom, man. This place is wicked as hell. It's all about dependency, man. Esau is no more than a dope dealer, man. Of course, you got the fucking Walgreens and the CVS's and damn Walmart and everybody selling dope and drugs to all the people, you know what I'm saying? Everybody dependent upon something, man. Right? Okay, so it says, the bill came directly from young people with lived experience. They helped craft the bill to ensure that it meets the real needs of our unhoused neighbors, Tlaib said in a statement. In the richest country in the history of the world, it's time to eradicate homelessness. The Youth Homelessness Guaranteed Income Pilot Program Act brings us closer to that goal. No, man, they ain't gonna do nothing but squander that goddamn money. You're still going to have homelessness. That's not going to eradicate no homelessness with them. They're going to get out here and that's going to give them the opportunity. That's free money to just buy bullshit and get high. Straight up. Because what are you doing? Well, I mean, what are the requirements for them getting this money? I'm not seeing anything where you're going to have to go to school. You're going to have to be doing this. You're going to have to be doing that. Like, is this just, you just going to give them money? I'm not sure how they're going to rock it. It's a lot. It says several nonprofit organizations have expressed their support for the legislation, as reported by Tlaib's office. Nancy Parker, the executive director of Detroit's Justice Center, noted in a statement released alongside the announcement that the bill represents an alternative strategy for addressing homelessness. The Youth Homelessness Guaranteed Income Pilot Program Act is a welcome first step towards addressing the ongoing issue of homelessness and the manner in which unhoused residents are disproportionately impacted by the criminal system. She said, our current system fails to address known root causes. The root cause is no ass whoopings. Overall, I mean, let's just be real. It's the society. It's the societal things that Esau is pushing, man, on the people and the kids, man. This man is pushing 8-year-olds can, take puberty blockers without their parents' permission. Certain places, I just done a lesson, where they threatening to take your damn kids if you don't agree to what gender they want to be called. You know? You can't whoop them. You can't chastise them. You can't even say, hey, you're not coming out of the house for the week. They'll open up the window and jump out of that motherfucker and rebel and get on and be on the road. Next thing you know, you know, motherfucker on the back of a goddamn potato chip bag. Have you seen such and such? This place is just wicked as hell. Esau Edom to set up a kingdom where your kids are not safe, man. The so-called white man, as long as he's in power, no one is safe. It's just that simple, man. Okay, it says, our current system fails to address known root causes and instead substitutes prisons and jails for actual policies that address the confluence and indigency and egregiously high housing costs in this country. This bill represents a long overdue shift away from the flawed carceral approach towards a more just city. And I went into the comments. You know, these people not having it, man. And most of them in there Republicans anyway. And I mean, it is what it is. But you know what? Let me get this one real quick. I have this scripture been coming out a lot lately. Because I love it. I say, hey, let's rock on out with it so we can go ahead and get this shit on over with. It's like, you know, I remember when I was growing up, you kind of had a choice of, you know, do you want to go on punishment for a week or do you want an ass whooping? Well, man, just go ahead and give me the ass whooping. Ass whooping gonna hurt, but man, shit, I can get this shit on over with in about 10 to 20 minutes and I'm through with it. And I'm, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? For real. Ecclesiastes 25:7. There are 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and a 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're watching. And though our people are getting caught up in the web of it, I mean, it's got to happen, man. 2/3 of Jake gonna get knocked off anyway, because they're you know, they don't want to repent, they don't want to listen, they stiff neck as hell. They're going to go with Esau's system. They're going to go with why? Because the carnal, they like how it feels. Everything here is about their feelings. Feelings. You know, that's all the people here want. Feelings, man. And then the ones that, you know, they get to a point of shit gets so rough they don't want to feel, so they get high. Or they, you know, they try and drink the pain away, so to speak. And this is his king. This is Esau's kingdom. And he's, you know, they drunk off the wine of Babylon. It's all about, they want you to be complacent. They want you to be dependent upon them, man. Once you get hooked on this man's shit, it's hard to get off. Can you imagine motherfucker giving you $1,400 a month, just free money? You ain't got to work. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to have you don't have to do shit except kick back and collect your check. Why you think these so-called black women running around out here obese as hell with these fat ass kids that you see in Walmart? They all on the scooters and shit in Walmart for the elderly. Elderly can't even get a scooter because some 300-pound black chick is sitting on it. Right? Why you think, you know, they're not going to give up on the food stamps. You can get them the best. You can tell them, hey, look, I got a job for you over here, such and such, making $30 an hour. You know, whatever, you know, $40. Most of them, they not going, if they got it good at home, where they're getting enough cash assistance. Say, I'm telling you, say, for instance, they say, well, hey, look, we got a job for you. You're going to make $30 an hour. But that's going to get rid of your Section 8, and that's going to get rid of your food stamps and all this other stuff. You're going to have to really cash out. She going to do the math. But mostly it's going to be because, shit, I ain't got to do shit. I ain't, fuck me, forgetting, at what time? From 5 a.m. to 1? Nah, I'm straight on that. I'm good. I'll collect this money off these kids. You see? Hey, I mean, it is what it is, but we're living to see the fall of our enemies. But, like, you know, the point that I wanted to point out was, let's go into Revelation chapter 13. Because, again, if they get you on the hook like this, they shoot that goddamn that syringe in your ass, because that's pretty much about like what it is. Pimping your ass. You get hooked, you getting that $1,400. Then they might raise that shit on up to like $2,000, $2,500. And be like, hey, man, all you got to do is, hey, look, you want to keep that coming through? You got to come down here and see us. We're gonna put this computer in your ass. We put this computer in you, and you can keep on moving on about the way that you're moving about. Other than that, we're gonna have to strip you up. And then you see it. You see a drug addict when they they not getting it. They not getting their fix. Even a lot of these people, man, they go to jail and they have a real bad drug habit. They had to continue on giving. The actual jail had to give them drugs to basically keep them from dying in the damn cell because they're so dependent upon that drug. And they try and wean you off, so to speak. Come on, bro. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this could be just a test pilot. See? This could be a test pilot. Let's try this out. I'm telling you, man, hey, them damn Democrats, man, them fuckers is a lot more sneakier than them Republicans. Them Republicans, at least they straightforward. These damn Democrats, hey, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. They know that you're going to continually come out to vote for them. You know what I'm saying? Because a Republican going to come in there and he going to cut that shit off as soon as he get there. They're going to be like, no, we ain't doing this no more. You see what Trump did when he first came in? Like, now, first thing he attacked was that goddamn Obamacare. Now, we getting rid of this shit. So, especially with these immigrants and all these people that's coming into the country, they're going to be like $1,400 a month. Y'all raising it up to $2,000, $2,500, whatever. All I got to do is come and let you put some shit in, a tracker in me. You know what I'm talking about, too. That's all I got to do. It's the size of a grain of rice. Oh, it's not going to hurt. They're going to give you that soft story, that soft song and dance. He going to go crouching and humbling himself like, Ecclesiasticus say, where it talks about never trust thine enemy. Like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he go crouching and humbling himself, Esau going to come at you like, that's what the snake and devil do. He going to come at you with that soft speech. Yeah, man, we got you. All you got to do is come on down, bring the kids. Talk your husband into it, too, if you can, if you got a man. But mainly it's going to be about you, the women. And they're going to use them kids. You want to continue to eat? We know you got 5 kids, by 5 baby daddies. You want to continue eating? You want to continue on feeding them babies? You want to continue on living that life you living? We gonna upgrade you. We might throw you a car into this shit. You getting Section 8. We got you on that. We gonna give you a little bit more cash assistance. We gonna throw a car in there. Hey, so-called black woman, she taking them kids and she gonna have their asses punctured, man. Straight up. Verse 14, it says, let me see here. No, Salakia, 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. That's a real good way to set your ass up. I was just thinking about that, when I seen it. When the Lord bring you into this truth, you start to see in the spirit, like, because when you come into this truth, when you get into the scriptures, you get to see what the enemy is like and how he thinks. The Lord will give you insight into, matter of fact, as the scriptures talks about how, I can't think how it's worded, but let me see if I can find it. Yes, lucky I couldn't find it. But basically the scripture goes off into the Lord giving the secrets to the men of the Lord, as far as what these men think. The Lord, he gives us, the future, so to speak. I mean, that's what, prophecy is. So they be wondering, like, well, how these dudes know this? How do they know our next move? How do they know what we're going to do? How do they know that this is going to happen? It's all according to prophecy, man. So, and this is that group, though. You can clearly see this is the exact type of group that they would want right here. Because they understand that these women, they're going to take that money. They're going to go out. They're going to be even more prideful. I don't need no man. I got my own place. It's the exact thing what the food stamps and the Section 8 done to us as a people. I don't need no man. I don't need no nigga. I got my own. You know, I'm doing my own thing, nigga. I don't need you. But I mean, it's all coming to a point of, or that's about to come to a halt, man. Because things are about to get real bad out here, you know. And Esau, he gonna come down on y'all real hard anyway. Yeah, that little relationship that you done had with the so-called white man for these centuries, that shit is about, y'all about to have a hard breakup. Straight up, y'all about to have a real hard breakup, man. Well, let me go back and get, like I said again, it was just something that I thought of by the Spirit. Let's go back into Revelations 3rd. Let's go to Revelations 14 and 9. Now, if you comply with this man, if you run with this man's shit, this is what's gonna happen to you. And this is for, you know, your so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men and women, because they're, you know, generally this money is really gonna go towards, you know what I'm saying, women and LGBTQ niggas, if it's any of, you know, if it's any dudes involved, so to speak. You know, and it might be a guy here or there, but that percentage is going to be small. It's mainly going to be geared towards, you know, these women of the age range of 13 to 30 and the LGBTQ mainly. That's pretty much how they run all this shit anyway. But this is Revelations 14 and 9. And it reads, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." So it's going to be pretty detrimental, man. It's no turning back once you take that shit. If you let this man put that computer in your ass, it's no turning back, man. You get to worshiping this beast, it's no turning back. Hey, look, I'm telling you, man, y'all better repent now. Don't let these people put nothing in you, because that's what it's coming down to. They're gonna feel like, okay, well, you accepting what you taking our money. We have a right to know, exactly where you're at and how you're spending it. So we're gonna need to put this tracking device in your ass, basically, man. Let's get chapter 16 and verse 2. Let's start from the top, verse 1. Revelation 16 and 1, it says, "And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, Go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image." See? So hey, we're getting to a point of, because this is what it's coming to. The only way that he can really, coerce you into getting this shit, he's gonna use the money, the food, the water. Because he know that your children need to eat. He know that you need to eat. And you women are very comfortable here. So they already know all we got to do is throw her a nice apartment. We'll throw her a little furniture stipend or whatever. She can go get what she want from Gardner White or wherever the hell you may live, and whatever the nice furniture, Ashley's or some crazy shit. You got your living room, your bedroom. You know how women be, man. They like to be comfortable, man. So all they got to do is say, "Hey, look, here you go. We got y'all, but you're going to have to do this." What do you think our women do when they go over to Dubai? What do you think they doing when they go over there? When they only these Instagram models are invited over there, so to speak. What do you think they're doing? Man, them men are doing all kinds of shit to them for that change, man. I'm talking about, we ain't even got to go into the nastiness of it, man. They doing all manner of stuff to our women when they go there. And they go there, they take it, and they come back with that check. That's all they want, that check, man. They'll go through the most disgusting things for that check. So when it straight comes down to it, you got regular little Eves that's running around that, and they able to get that instant money where they don't have to do nothing for it, but oh yeah, just come on through. It's gonna be a real easy piercing. You already got piercings anyway. You got a nose ring, you got earrings, you got your Virginia pierced, you got your nipples pierced, you got your navel pierced. Oh yeah, it's just a little grain of rice. And think about all the benefits that you're going to get from it. You know, Esau, he going to go crouching. That's how he going to get a lot of people, man. He going to go crouching, man, and he already done studied our people. He knows. He done studied our people. He knows exactly how to get at our... And it don't take that much with Jake, man. Jake will sell out for anything, man. Damn near. As long as it's got a little bit of value, man, if you throw Jake a couple $100, man, Jake will sell out mama. Straight up. So let's just be real here. You know? Okay, well, I'm down to 5%. I'm going to end out here, man. But, hey, just keep stuff like this in mind. When you see stories like this, keep in mind who they gearing this towards. Look, these are all so-called black women in this picture. See? They all sitting there looking. Why you think that they would use a picture like this? Isn't this geared towards so-called white people, Chinese people, Japanese people, and all the other races that's here as well? Why do you think they have the so-called black woman in this picture like this? To push this article, so to speak. Hey, it's for a reason. Because you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you going to be the first ones they going for. You're going to be the first ones they going for. I'm telling you, you're dealing with a crafty hunter, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's a crafty hunter. He knows how to hunt. He knows that if he gets you, he got the kids. As a matter of fact, he knows that if he gets you, that he can get the nigga too. He can get the men too. Because they understand that, okay, these niggas going to run around out here. They going to do whatever they can to get with you women. And it might just be the same old thing that they done with the Section 8. Hey, look, we got you a place to live. Well, hey, that nigga can't be there, though. Now, we'll make an exception if he's willing to come and he's willing to, be pierced. Matter of fact, we'll throw y'all some extra money. You see? So it's gonna be some type of way of them. He's gonna be. Hey, we talking about Satan here. He's gonna present that shit to you as beautifully as he can. He gonna get on bended knee with that big ass ring in a box. It's gonna be like that. Chicks sitting around at the salons and shit, having champagne, getting their nails and shit done. They're gonna be getting BBLs, getting the tit jobs, lip jobs, whatever. I'm telling you, man, this shit is getting real out here. So I just wanted to touch on this for a hot sec, man. It's something to think on. Like I said, when I seen this article, as soon as I seen it, I'm like, yep, that's Esau, crafty counsel alert. So with that, Kwame Shala.